In this video, I'm going to show you how to replace a rear caliper on a Subaru Forester. It is located behind the rear wheel. Once you raised and supported your vehicle safely, you need to remove your 5 lug nuts. These are a 19mm nut. And remove your wheel. After you remove your wheel, you're going to come back to the brake hose that's behind here that's mounted to your caliper. It's held on by an 11mm bolt. You need to remove that. Fluid will come out, so make sure you have a pan underneath to catch your fluid. After you remove your bolt, pull on your line. Here's a tech tip for you. There will be fluid coming out of this. You can take a valve stem from a wheel, stick it through the hole. Now it won't leak. Put that hose off to the side. Your caliper is mounted to your caliper bracket by 2 14mm bolts. You need to remove those. Once you remove those 2 bolts, slide your caliper off. Now we need to remove our caliper bracket that is held on by 2 14mm bolts here and there. You need to remove those. Slide that off your rotor. We have our new caliper on the bench. We're going to remove our banjo bolt and our 2 washers. Put those off to the side because we're going to use those when we reinstall it on the vehicle. Then we're going to remove our 2 14mm bolts. Remove our caliper from our bracket. We're going to put some high heat paste where our caliper bracket tins will be installed. Do the same thing on the other side. We're going to slide out our pin. Put it off to the side. We're going to remove our boot. Make sure it's clean. We're going to take some high heat paste, install it in the hole, reinstall our boot, take more of the high heat paste, put it on our pin, reinstall our pin into our caliper bracket. Make sure it slides. Do the same for the other side. Put that off to the side. We're going to take our old caliper bracket, slide our brake pads off, and then install them on our new bracket. Now you can install your brake bracket over your rotor and install your 2 14mm bolts. Tighten those 2 14mm bolts. And then torque them down to 38 foot-pounds. Take your caliper, slide it over your brake pads, install your 2 14mm bolts, and tighten them. Those 2 bolts get torqued down at 27 foot-pounds. Now you can reinstall your brake hose. Remove your valve stem. Install your new banjo bolt with your washer on the outside and one on the inside. And tighten your banjo bolt. And that gets torqued down at 13 foot-pounds. Now what you want to do is gravity bleed your caliper. You can do that by removing this cap. We're going to open up our bleeder with an 8mm wrench until you get a steady stream out the bleeder. We're going to put a hose on ours so it doesn't leak all over the place, and it will go into this bottle. Now that you have a steady stream, close your bleeder and tighten it. After we gravity bleed our calipers, we need to top off our fluid and install our cap. You want to remove your cap. You want to remove your screen just by pulling it out with a screwdriver. Put that off to the side. Now you're going to fill your master cylinder to the max line. Once you've filled your master cylinder to the max line, install your screen and your cap. Install your wheel, slide it over your lug nut studs, and install your lug nuts. You want to tighten those down in a star pattern. And those get torqued down to 65 foot-pounds. Now it's time to torque. You want to torque those in a star pattern. In your engine area, right next to your strut, is your master cylinder. You want to remove your cap. You want to remove your screen just by pulling it out with a screwdriver. Put that off to the side. Now you're going to fill your master cylinder to the max line. Once you've filled your master cylinder to the max line, install your screen and your cap. Our bleed procedure is starting at the right front wheel, then going to the left rear wheel, then going to the left front wheel, then finally the right rear wheel. We're starting at the right front. To do your brake bleed procedure, you're going to have somebody sit in the vehicle, push the brake all the way down to the floor, let it come up, and keep pumping like that until you tell them. We're going to open up our bleeder with an 8mm wrench. Pump it. Once he holds the brake down, open up the bleeder. During this brake bleed procedure, you want to have straight, clear fluid with no bubbles. Once all the fluid comes out, close your bleeder. Pump it. Once he's holding the brake, open the bleeder. Then close the bleeder. Pump it. Once he's holding the brake, open the bleeder again. Now you want to clean your area with brake cleaner. Wipe it and install your cap. Once we're done with number 1, we're going to go to number 2, which is the left rear wheel. Remove your cap. Install your hose. Pump it up. Once he's holding, open the bleeder. Pump it up. Once he's holding, open the bleeder again. Then close your bleeder. Remove your hose, spray your area, and install your cap. After bleeding your second wheel, you want to top off your fluid. You can just take the cap off. You don't need to remove your screen. And then reinstall your cap. Now bleed the third caliper the same as we did the first caliper. And now the fourth caliper the same as we did the second caliper. Now that we're done bleeding our 4 calipers, we need to top off our fluid for the last time. Then reinstall your cap. After you're done bleeding your brakes, you want to install your 4 wheels, torque them down, take it for a good road test, and make sure you have a firm pedal.
When only the best will do, demand TRQ. The only company that lets you view before you do. TRQ is committed to offering the highest quality aftermarket auto parts that are engineered for peace of mind. Thanks for using and viewing with TRQ.